Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hello. My name is Jess and I am doing the 75 soft challenge. This is currently like week 5, I think. I'm on day, oh my goodness. I have to check this every single time. I'm terrible at remembering what day it even is. 29. I'm on day 29 of this challenge, so we're like more than a third of the way through. Nearly halfway through, which is wild. If you're unaware of the rules are, first of all, eat well. You can have one cheat meal per week. There's no like restriction on what diet to follow or anything. The simple rule is just to eat well. I'm personally I think I'm intuitively eating. I'm not really counting calories or anything like that, but it seems to be working for me so far. The next rule is to work out for 45 minutes per day with one rest day per week. The third rule is to drink 3 litres of water. This is my second litre for today. Drink 3 litres of water per day and read 10 pages of any book. I have just finished reading Atomic Habits and I'm actually getting another book delivered today, so I'll show you a little bit about that when I get it. And then the last rule is only drink on social occasions. Last week I did quite a bit of drinking on a social occasion, which was a festival, so that was an interesting one. If you haven't seen the videos before, I'll leave them linked below for the first like 3 weeks. Definitely worth having a look to see what I ate, etc. This is just a video diary of how I'm finding it, what I'm eating, what I'm doing for my exercise, etc. And yeah, it's going well so far, so we'll see what this week brings. Lunchtime, and I've got my rather becoming a firm favourite of mine, a fish finger wrap. I think I've ate one of these at least once a week since I started this challenge, and I don't know what it was. I didn't eat fish fingers for years and years, and then I just saw them. They're actually on an offer in Tesco's where it was like you buy like 4, I can't even remember. It was a really good offer from like the freezer stuff, and I was like, well, let's get some fish fingers because I haven't had them in years, and now I'm like obsessed with them. So yeah, so we've got 3 fish fingers, some lettuce and some light mayo in a wrap for lunch. Good evening. So I'm currently cooking a Nigerian fried rice. I should have showed you the recipe, but it looks like this. Yum. We've also got some chicken in the oven there cooking. Oh, steamed up, hang on. There we go. So yeah, that is the Nigerian fried rice. Is delicious, so good. The recipe that I follow, literally if you just search for Nigerian fried rice on Google, it comes up, but it is by Chef Lola's Kitchen. So good. I mean, you're supposed to put beef in it, but we're just using chicken today. Yum. Cheers. Good morning. So my lovely boyfriend has made me breakfast, which is just like fried bread and egg. I went to sleep last night with a headache and I woke up this morning with said headache still, so I'm feeling a bit but yeah, hopefully a bit of food. I've drank loads of water, which I'm not sure whether that's helping or making it worse. It's supposed to help though, isn't it? I was supposed to go to a body combat class this morning but missed it because it was at 9:15 and I didn't wake up till like 10, so that didn't happen. So I'll just go to the gym as normal. There is a step class tomorrow at 11:15, which I'm going to try and get to as long as I'm feeling better. Sometimes I go through these phases where I get like horrendous migraines, and like nothing will fix it. Like I've taken paracetamol and stuff and it's just like so yeah, fingers crossed for me. Good evening. So I've just been to the gym, did a little leg workout, and I've just come home and made myself some tea. Kind of winged it, but kind of glad that I did because I am so impressed with what I have just made. It's very simple, but it looks unreal. So let me show you. I have just made the most delicious looking pesto pasta in the world. Look at that bad boy. So this is essentially just pasta, tomatoes, cream cheese and pesto, and then I've just put some mozzarella on top. Delicious. Good morning. I thought I would do or show you my breakfast. I say breakfast, it's 12:15, so it's kind of like a brunch lunch thing, but I thought I'd show you in my bedroom because all my food, like everything that I show you, is from the kitchen. Just kind of trying to switch it up, you know, and I'm doing some editing, so yeah. But this is my breakfast, lunch, brunch. It's half an avocado, 3 of the reduced fat pork sausages and 2 soft-boiled eggs. Just what I fancied this morning, this afternoon. I've got no idea what time it is. But essentially, yeah, I wasn't really feeling anything this morning when I first woke up, so this is what I'm having now. Good afternoon. So I'm just making some lunch and I've gone for the rice paper spring rolls again. Do you know what? I forgot about these for a minute and I can't believe I did. I'm just currently cooking some for Emmanuel as well. And do you know the thing about them is that they're actually really, really healthy, but they fill you up quite well. So I've just got 2 of them. And then for the sauce, some people might think this is criminal, but it's just barbecue sauce. I know you can dip them in like soy sauce and stuff, but I really like it in barbecue sauce, so that's how I'm gonna have them. But yeah, that is my lunch for today. I very nearly forgot to tell you what was in them. How rude of me. There's actually 3 on the plate now because, like I say, I'm making the ones for my boyfriend. But in these ones, I've just put some chicken, raw carrot and avocado in, and then I've just popped them in the frying pan for a bit. The only thing I would say is that they're really smoky. I think that might be my pan though. I don't know. It's just really hot. But yeah, that's what they look like. Just going to put that a little bit more on this side just to make them a little bit crispier, you know. Hello. Welcome to day 32. Now, this is going to seem really strange, the fact that I'm starting this on an evening, but I have a weird story, which essentially, I mean, I've recorded my tea, but this morning I was just so busy, like in and out the house. I had to go to town for something. I had to post a bunch of stuff that I think my brain must have shut off for a moment and I completely forgot to vlog. So this morning, I can tell you what I've done and what I've had. So this morning I actually skipped breakfast, and I think the fact that, do you know, I always fall into this trap where when I have plans to go out or something, if I don't eat breakfast before, I always end up starving. And I always think, oh, I'll just wait till I get home. But like when I'm out and about, I'm like, oh, I could just so easily just pick up a sandwich or something. So that's what I did. I was actually in Boots, and I picked up a sandwich from Boots and I think an apple juice. And that is what I had for like my lunch. And then I'll show you my dinner next. I've been out for a walk and everything. I don't know what it was. I just like, this morning I was like, oh, I've got nothing to film. So I upload 3 days a week. And I think because I'd already got my like next upload, which isn't this video, like done and scheduled, I was like, oh, okay, I'll have a day off. Not even thinking about the fact that I still needed to film for this. So yeah, I promise I don't know how else I can prove it to you, but I've done my things today. I haven't read my book yet, which I'm gonna do now, I think. I'll show you what I had for my tea because I actually did record that. So yeah, what a weird one. Good evening. Let me get you straight. There we go. So for my tea tonight, I'm actually just using the other burgers that we had left over from Aldi. So these are the 3% fat, I think that's just called like skinny burgers maybe, but yeah, so nice. And I've just put some chips on the side there as well. It's a very like McDonald's looking tea, but it is what it is. I've got lettuce and I'll take that. But yeah, there's lettuce, some mozzarella cheese, and the sauce that I've made is just a mixture of tomato ketchup, mayonnaise and a tiny bit of mustard. But yeah, that is what I'm having for my tea tonight. Welcome to day 32. So this morning I was out by like 8 AM and it's now currently 11 AM and I'm absolutely starving. But I did actually stop to get a Subway salad. I haven't had a Subway salad in so long. Let me just open it so I can show you. Oh, bit of fluff. Oh, the sauce has gone everywhere. It was a nice, yeah. But I basically got, so in here is, actually let me just show you, hang on. So in here we have got lettuce, cucumber, peppers, sweet corn, and then ham with a Caesar dressing. And I actually can't wait for this. And I never thought I'd ever say that about a salad, but Subway salads are just hit different for some reason. They're just so good. Hi guys, so I'm currently in the car and Emmanuel's just gone in for a quick work meeting, but I've got my book and I'm reading my 10 pages and I just wanted to read a very short part of it, which I think is really, really important. So I've read obviously quite a few pages now, and this book I would 100% recommend. I feel like it's very relatable and very it doesn't mess around. It basically tells you that you're self-sabotaging and you need to change, and sometimes that's what we need. But this section is called Preparing for Radical Change, which I think sometimes the previous pages have talked about hitting rock bottom and how to get out of denial and stuff like that. So Atomic Habits was good, but this one, if you need a slap in the face to change, this is the book for you. Well, I'm saying that, I'm only a few pages in, but already I'm like, wow, okay, this is what you're telling me. Okay, so preparing for radical change. One of the biggest reasons that people avoid doing important internal work is that they recognise if they heal themselves, their lives will change, sometimes drastically. If they come to terms with how unhappy they are, it means that they will have to temporarily be more uncomfortable, ashamed or scared while they start over. Let's be clear about something. To put an end to your self-sabotaging behaviour absolutely means that change is on the horizon. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. It's going to cost you your comfort zone and your sense of direction. It's going to cost you relationships and friends. It's going to cost you being liked and understood. It doesn't matter. The people who are meant for you are going to meet you on the other side. You're going to build a new comfort zone around the things that actually move you forward. Instead of being liked, you're going to be loved. Instead of being understood, you're going to be seen. All you're going to lose is what was built for a person you no longer are. Remaining attached to your old life is the first and final act of self-sabotage, and realising it is what we must prepare for to truly be willing to see real change. And that, I think, is a really, really important part of this book, because, if the rest of this book is like that, I can't wait to read the rest of this. I'm actually going to read just until my boyfriend comes back out of his meeting, whether it's 10 pages or 20, 30, whatever. This is a good book, and I feel like I don't want to just read 10 pages, because sections like that, I think as well, what I like about it is that the sections are quite small. So if you see here, you've got this section, and then you've got another section, and then you've got another section there. So it's kind of small reads about each kind of thing. And yeah, I think that section that I've just read out, it's very important to remember the fact that, if you want to change, some people aren't going to like that, and who you thought were your friends aren't going to be around. I even noticed that sometimes when things change, friends don't like that, and it just goes to show that those supposed friends aren't really friends, because ultimately a friend should be rooting for you no matter what you do, and no matter how you change. And I think in order to change, you're gonna have to realize that not everything's going to be the same where you left it, because I feel like sometimes when we embark on these things where we want to change our life for the better, some of the relationship actions, the things we were doing in our life were the things that were holding us back and dragging us backwards. So we're going to have to release that and accept the fact that our new life is better for us. And at the end of the day, sometimes you do have to be selfish in these situations, because it's your life. You've only got one of it. And if you spend your whole life just trying to please other people, then what is your life? Do you know what I mean? It's you've got to be selfish and make sure that you're happy. So yeah, I think that was a really good section to read out. Obviously, as I read other parts of this book, I will continue to kind of give you little segments, because there's so many parts of this book so far in the first 30 pages where I've thought, oh, I'll read that section out, and oh, I'll read this section out. But I think that one that I've just read is probably the one that's really resonated. So yeah. Good evening. So we've just been to the gym. What a mistake that was, going at 5 p.m. Never again. Never again. People criticise me sometimes for going to the gym too late, but I would much rather go late at night than experience what I've just experienced. How busy was it?
It was like a marketplace, I'm sorry.
It was like a market, literally, there was so many people there. that like it was so hot as well because I don't know whether they just don't regulate the aircon very well.
Sweat was mixing with each other. Jesus.
It stank.
The same air.
Literally absolutely stank as well, and I was like, no, I'm not enjoying this. So just made some tea. What I say made, I've actually reheated the pasta that I had the other night, looking like that, but then I've just added some turkey and some chicken there as well, just to go with it. And then that is going to be my evening meal for today. I've read my 10 pages. My water intake, I think I need to still drink like 1.5 litres, which will be fine because it's only 8 o'clock. So I'll probably drink 1 litre whilst I'm eating this. And then yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, that is my dinner. Hello, welcome to day 34. Day 34. I never know what day it is. So it's actually 3:15 before I show you this, so it's 3:15. I haven't eaten anything yet. I don't know, I just didn't...
Me too.
Yeah, we haven't really been... Well, you've been out and I've been busy decluttering and editing and all sorts. But I am pretty hungry now and I've gone for one of my new staples, which is a fish finger wrap with lettuce and light mayo. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be having. I think we need to do a food shop soon. Like we've got stuff, but just not a lot. So yeah, but that's my lunch today. Good morning, everyone. I'd say that my hair represents how I'm feeling right now. Oh dear me. So it is just gone 6:32. I've been up for like half an hour already, putting the washing. You can't even see. I've been putting the washing on that. Because I put some in last night and I don't know what it is. I always feel a bit weird about leaving washing in the washing machine too long. I don't want it to go feisty. But anyway, I realised I didn't really film last night, but I did go for a body combat class, which it's been like, I want to say over a week since I went to a body combat class, or even just a class. I don't know why I kept putting them off. I think after my microneedling do you know what it is? With me and exercise, or me and like everything, basically, I get into like this really good routine and then one thing will disrupt that routine and it completely knocks me off. So I think that's what happened there. But I'm back to classes and boy does it show that I've had some time off because that class was difficult. But yeah, we came home and I had, what was it? Oh, Cajun chicken pasta, which I'll pop a little video up so you can see it. I have this all the time, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I do need to go food shopping today, so we're gonna get some new stuff. I've actually found that I've been flipping through the HelloFresh recipe cards, so I'm hoping to recreate a couple of them this week or next. But yeah, for now, I've got myself a cup of coffee. Cheers. Right, it's a little bit later on. It's actually 8:20 and I wasn't hungry earlier this morning, but I am now. So I've just made myself some hard-boiled egg with some avocado on one of those bagel thins from Aldi, just as my breakfast, and I've also got a coffee as well. So yeah, good morning. So I've got my meal planner. Well, it's not technically just a meal planner, it's a weekly planner. I bought this from Amazon. I think you can get it from that Temu app as well. But mine's from Amazon. Same supplier, no doubt, but you know. So, this curtain. This has like days on it. But just because I write something on Sunday doesn't mean I'm eating it on Sunday. So I'm going to write out like things that I know I've got in the house and just do like breakfast ideas, lunches ideas, and dinner ideas. Okay, so I've just written out like the breakfast ideas. I don't know if you can even see them because obviously you can just see my face. But for example, again, the day is relevant, but what I've written out is yogurt and granola. So the yogurt I bought is that protein yogurt, which I usually get 2 portions out. So I've made sure that I've put that on twice so that like I know that I've got 2 portions of it. So I've got yogurt and granola there and yogurt and fruit. And then pretty much the same thing, but already in like, what is it, those granola pots from Aldi. I picked up 3 of those. Oh, did I pick up 3? 2 or 3, I can't remember. And I've just put those in 3 times, and then the other days I know I've got Weetabix in the house, so I've just put Weetabix in, and that's kind of how I do it for like each day, each meal, just so I can have a look and I know what I've eaten already, and like I can cross it off or whatever, just so I can pick whenever I fancy it. That is now done, and we can pop it back on the fridge so I can see it. Pop the pen back, and there we have my kind of rough guide at food for the next week. I'm going to be heading to the gym soon. I'm going to go meet my boyfriend from work, and then we're going to go to the gym. Not going to lie, I'm not feeling my best at the minute. Don't really know what's happened. Maybe I'm due on. Maybe it's that time of the month. I feel incredibly bloated. I feel like I've just, I don't know. I went for coffee with my friend Demi earlier, and I had an oat milk latte. Actually, I had 2 oat milk lattes, which like isn't much. And all I had was that breakfast this morning, the avocado and egg on a bagel. I just feel like I've eaten rubbish all day, even though I haven't. I think I'm probably due on, which is a shame. But yeah, so I feel really bloated. I feel really weird. Just not great. Hopefully by the time I get back from the gym I might feel a little bit better, and maybe that'll help me like de-bloat a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Don't mind my appearance, I've just false tanned, but I've got my tea now. This is just leftovers from the Cajun chicken that I made, was it yesterday? So there's one more portion left in the fridge, but I just wanted like a little bit of pasta and some chicken. I'm feeling a lot better than I was before, in terms of like bloatedness, and you can't relate.
Yeah, I'm no longer bloated and stuff.
He can't relate, ignore him. So yeah, this is my tea. So that brings us to the end of this week. Another week has absolutely flown by. I can't believe we're going into the 6th week next week, which is wild. And also some point next week we will be crossing into the halfway mark, which is wild. I can't believe we're like halfway through this, nearly anyway. But yeah, that is everything I had this week. I had a bit of a weird up and down week, I feel. I don't know. It's been all right, but I think just because obviously I was due on and stuff, I felt a bit funny yesterday. But yeah, these things happen, it's life. And yeah, so I'm just going to end this video here. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you.